Hey everybody, this is Kevin, and I wanted to do a quick video for you on the new Max-Q rocket's Starship. Now, initially when I built this, my plan was to fly it pretty quickly after I was done building it and be able to, display it and debut it to you guys. Unfortunately, the weather out here has been horrendously windy for the last couple weeks, and I think the next week's still supposed to be windy, so I don't know when I'm going to get to fly this thing. I did not do a build video yet because this was sent to me somewhat as a prototype, and there's no guarantees yet on its flight performance and what that's going to entail. So we're still kind of in the testing stages, but I wanted to show something because, like I said, haven't been able to fly for a while, and I wanted to get something out because I know this, when I opened this package in the box that Max-Q sent, it created a lot of interest. People wanted to know more about it. So what I want to do is at least show you the rocket, how it's constructed, the ins and outs of it, and kind of pique your interest a little bit more. So let's go ahead and take a look at the completed product. Now, when you order the Starship, you're given two options. You're given the painted or unpainted version. Now, if you were to get this unpainted, which means you can paint it yourself or just leave it as is, everywhere where you see chrome here would come in as gray up at the Starship orbiter as well as the booster. Again, everything you see chrome would be gray, and you can either paint it chrome yourself or have them pre-paint it for you. Either ways, it's optional. If you don't like to paint, it's not a bad investment to have them do it for you. But if you do like to do it yourself, which is what I did, it wasn't that bad. Especially the boosters are easy. Up at the orbiter, you do have to do some masking around the where it's black. You got to mask that off. But again, that's really not that big a deal. But let's start at the top and we'll kind of work our way down. The orbiter portion of it, the Starship, detaches here. I do have it all tethered and ready for flight. Let me go ahead and get my stand back out, and we'll start with the orbiter portion of it. Okay, so here is the Starship. The rocket kit does come with decals, so you can apply and I have the S-28, which is the most recent flight, but you're given any combination of numbers you want to use. So whatever serial number you want to go with. I went with the 28 just because that's the most recent. These fins do pop on and off, although over time I'm not sure how many times you want to pop them on and off, but they do actuate like the actual flaps, both the top ones and the bottom ones. And because these have not flown yet with the fins on, initial flights I'm going to do with the fins folded in as close as I can get it, just to kind of minimize the drag and effects that they may have. So we're going to try and fold it in, and then if it works, then we'll progressively kind of open them up and spread them out. Okay, so let me get these kind of open to show you what it looks like when it's, come on, tell me that's not gorgeous. Payload capacity. I'll tell you, this is one massive payload Starship. When you open it up, oops, a little squeaky. One thing I want to mention though is if you do paint it yourself, and this is something I forgot to do initially, mask off the threads, and that's what caused that squeaking sound. Was the paint made things a little tighter than normal, so that's what causes that. But look at the payload capacity. I mean, this thing is just, you can fit just about anything you want in there. So that's the upper portion, and again, no screws, no tape, nothing. It's just a screw-on nose cone, basically. And then down at the bottom, you've got a scale-looking engine cluster, and this also unscrews, so you can access your payload that way as well if need be. But it also acts as your tether attachment point for your shock cord. So we'll screw that back in till it stops. Okay, let me screw this back on as well. So this is the upper portion of the rocket. This is the Starship itself. Okay, let me disconnect this just so I won't have to worry about dropping it or damaging anything. we'll just have it displayed there. Okay, so the booster, again, I've got my shock cord, elastic, and Kevlar combination. I'm also going to be running a parachute blanket or chute protector, just because there's plenty of room. Why not? You can kind of see up in there. I'm going to disconnect the center portion so you can see the cross bracing down there. But you do have these snap-on fin grids, or grid fins. I always say that backwards. They just snapped right in. I didn't glue them in. I guess you could if you wanted to, but I did not in this case. In fact, I did no gluing whatsoever on this kit. But the booster does break apart in the middle. And when you do that, you can separate the bottom portion, and now we'll just deal with the top portion. So this is where your Kevlar shock cord attaches at these cross braces here. And I always recommend go to the side. You get less flex than you would, say, in the middle. So go to the outside as best you can. This does contain one of the launch lugs. The other launch lug is at the base of the bottom tube. But yeah, nothing too exciting to talk about here. It's just an empty tube. But look at how much space you have for more cargo, for more parachute, depending on how big a chute you want to run. Yeah, plenty of space in here. Let's go, well, let me set that aside. Okay, so the bottom, now this is interesting. The bottom portion, look at that. How cool is that? So this whole bottom portion is a removable engine mount. So if you screw this bottom portion out, now you can see there, that's the actual gray that the kit comes with. If you get the unpainted version, that's the gray that you're dealing with. And it's not that bad, really. But if you do want to, snazz it up a little bit, you can do the chrome. But it's already got the engine mount built into it. You just slip your e-motor in there, and you're good to go. Now, if you want to just display it as is, it also comes with the engine cap, which also acts as what holds the fin on as well, just like the other Max Q rockets. But yeah, if you just screw this on, that locks in the motor. I mean, come on, tell me that's not cool. And yeah, so this whole bottom portion, and it just threads right there in the middle. You can see the threads a couple inches down there. Just feed that in and twist. And there you go, just like that. Okay, now we'll go ahead and reattach the two portions here. Just lining up this rail system here on the side. That way you know your launch lugs are going to be in alignment, which is very important. Okay, just like that. Do a better job of wrapping your cord than I am. I'm just shoving it in there for now. But in fact, I won't attach it just yet. Let me set the Starship back up on there. And there you have it. That's it in a nutshell. It is one cool looking rocket. It's by far Max Q's largest rocket, but I will say it's also their easiest rocket. Like I said, no glue required whatsoever. That was all just screw attachments, and the fins pop on the Starship itself. So that was just a quick little overview tutorial of the rocket. Again, I did paint this with chrome, and that I do want to mention the paint. One more thing about that. If you paint it chrome, you're going to get a wonderful metallic mirror image, or reflection off of it. Because I put decals on, to protect the decals, I elected to clear coat it. And I didn't want just clear coat over one thing. I wanted to clear coat the whole thing. And that somewhat dulled the mirror finish. So it would look better if you don't clear coat, but you're also not going to get the protection either that the clear would give you. So, that's up to you if you want to clear coat it, protect it, but you're going to lose a little bit of the cosmetic appeal. But I mean, honestly, that looks fantastic as it is, with the clear coat. In fact, if I were to build another one, I would clear coat again in a heartbeat, just because the protection is worth it to lose just a little bit of aesthetics, but you can't hardly tell. It still looks wonderful as it is. So, and you know, the clear coat also gives the black a glossiness to it, a shine that it normally wouldn't have. So just all in all, absolute gorgeous kit. The detail, I mean, the ribbing, you see all these bands, the rails, the raceways going down the side, the channels, just everything is superb. So as soon as the weather breaks and we get low winds out here, I'm going to get this out to fly it. I cannot wait. I know you guys can't wait to see it in action as well. So yeah, that'll be my next launch day's video highlight for sure. So anyway, I'll let you go with that. Just wanted to do a quick overview. Thanks for watching. Check out Max-Q rockets. These are available on pre-order with or without the paint. You know, your choice. You'll see on the website what the breakdown is on that. So with that, I'll end the video. Thanks for watching, everybody. God bless, and we'll see you next time.